Hey guys, we're back with another Grail Quest practice game. This time my Orcs and Goblins are going against Ogre Kingdoms, and the Ogre Kingdom is going to be composition 13. And I played this game right after the first game I played, so it's going to be the exact same list. And looking at this list, based on these two games, I really like a lot of this, but I really, part of me really wants to try to get another magic level in there. Because I still get so worried about not getting the big spells that you need, like Hand of Gork, Erigo, and Foot of Gork. So I don't know what to do, but also I could somehow maybe get the Fire Ring in there. It's not the same, but it would help like if I dropped a Chariot, get the Fire Ring, and I don't know. Something to think about. And let's take a look at the Ogre army. He's still going to have a level 4, which I was surprised about because of how badly they're comped. But because he's using the Maw lore, he gets a bonus to his comp because of that. So that helps mitigate some of the minuses that a level 4 usually gives in Swedish comp. But he's not going to have any Iron Blasters and no Mournfang. He will have a lot, and I mean a lot, of Man-Eaters, and the Man-Eaters are you're going to find out they're really scary. I mean, 5 attacks each, there's nothing to laugh about. So looking at his deployment, he's got a unit of 2 Saber Tusk, his Iron Guts, and I think all 3 characters, well 3 characters except for his Hunter is in that unit if I remember right. And then he has his Man-Eaters, both units, and for some reason I thought there was 7 Man-Eaters in that big unit, but I guess not. And then there'd be Bull to the other side of that little piece of impassable terrain. And I do like the 2 Saber Tusks. It's not that much more points than 1 Saber Tusk, and it helps him out on comp a lot. Now here, that Stonehorn is not a Stonehorn. That's an Arachnarok. He's painting his Arachnarok right now because we can take from Storm of Magic for Grail Quest. So he's taking the regular Arachnarok. So right now that's proxying in there, and he's got his Hunter with these 2 Saber Tusks over here. So he doesn't have a lot of drops. Just looking at it now, I probably wouldn't have had the Hunter, and probably would have took another unit of 2 Saber Tusk, and maybe a unit of 3 Bulls or some Harpies from Storm of Magic. Give him 2 or 3 more drops, and his comp score might be about the same. So looking at my comp, I mean not my comp, my setup, I really started spreading out here. I was really thinking about trying to envelop him. You can see it, I'd already started Vanguarding here. But I was thinking kind of like in trying to envelop him because he had so few drops in the center. And also I have my Arachnarok opposite his Arachnarok, for some hot Arachnarok on Arachnarok action. Here's the rest of my deployment, and this time I realized I need to screen the rock pile here to take the chance that he doesn't fail animosity and then charge what's in front of him. And I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I can always put Wolf Riders in front of them, but I don't know. I want to take this so bad, but his rules are just so terrible. And yeah, this is just a little bit of Vanguarding I did. I didn't want to get too close because he's so fast, but I wanted to be up in front some in case they fed animosity. I could still move my savages. So I win first turn, and I move up, but I don't move up too much. I'm basically trying to stay a bit defensive because he does not have any shooting other than the pistols on his Man-Eaters. So I feel like I have him outranged with Foot of Gork and 3 War Machines. But my shooting and magic don't come through for me. I do get a direct hit with a Rock Lava on a Rock and a roll of 1 to wound, of course. So this turn, shooting and magic doesn't really help me out. But he's still a bit across the board, so I'm hopeful in later turns. So for Ogre turn 2, it was pretty uneventful other than a little bit of movement. Basically, all that really happens is he gets Ice Shard, bloods it off from my wolves, and he'll kill one, only kill one, and then, his Man-Eaters just shoot at the wolves, just trying to get him out of the way, kill one, and this is I rolled double ones for my panic test. It didn't matter since my general was there, I would have had 8 on a reroll anyway, but I'm just showing you this is the way in both games, the double ones. I rolled double ones 4 times for leadership test last game. I'm rolled 2 times this game. This is crazy. So in my turn 1, I forget that for some reason I was thinking old charge rolls. If I charged for my rock pile was 12, not 2d6 plus 6. So I thought I was out of charge range, but I wasn't. So it's going to be forced to charge his Saber Tusk. I'm going to fail. I also tried to charge my um, Chariot at them because I figured I need a 9 either way. I figured maybe I roll a 9 on one of those two, but I don't. The regular Savage unit's going to fail animosity, and they're going to be forced to stay there. And basically, that's all I do for movement. I mean, it's all I do for movement on that side. Over here, I'm going to charge my big boss into the flank of his hunter unit, and the harpies are going to go into the front. You can always see the result of the combat here. Basically, I'm going to do 2 wounds to his hunter. I'm going to kill a Saber Tusk, put a wound on another Saber Tusk, and he's only going to do a wound back to my big boss. So I'm going to win by a lot, but he's going to stick. He's going to stick. Yeah, so this is the end of his second turn, I mean. And I'm also going to note on my turn, my shooting, my rock lava, it does hit his Arachnarok, and I do 4 wounds to it. So at the end of his turn, he's shot away my Wolf Riders that were in front of the Savages, and more man-eater shots go into my Savage Biggins there and kill a few. Now, in the combat here, uh, this is the most overpowered item. I think Swedish Cop must have really missed it. He has a potion of health or whatever on his hunters. He drinks it and gets the wounds back that he lost in the first round of combat. So I have to start back from scratch. I am going to do 2 more wounds to him. I'm going to kill the last Saber Tusk. But he's going to kill my Harpies. Let's see, what is that? I think this winds up being a draw. Oh, what is that? 2, 4. I think at the flank. Yeah, I think it's a 5-to-5 draw or something. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, that's gonna stick there. Where I have 1 wound on my big boss left. Oh, the potion of health. Oh man, things are about to get heated. Some hot Arachnarok on Arachnarok action. If you have young kids in the room, send them away. They don't want to see this. My Arachnarok's charging his Arachnarok, and I charge my Wolf Chariot in just for the fun of it. Um, yeah, we're gonna, you're gonna find out where baby Arachnaroks come from. Down here, the rock pile is gonna charge these 2 Saber Tusk. I mean, he's led the rock pile around as much as he possibly could. Kept him out of the first 3 turns of the game, pretty much. And now I have a huge magic phase. I get foot of Gorkov. He fails to dispel it. I stomp 3 times down on this Iron Gut unit. I take out all the Iron Guts except for this. There was 3 left. This is after shooting. So now he got a Lookout Narblar, so he's still going to get Lookout Sirs. I put a Doom Diver down, kill that Iron Gut, just keeping his Lookout Sirs for his characters. Then I put 2 Labas on the head of his Slaughtermaster. Both scatter. One scatters off badly, the other one misfires. I can't shoot this turn. I did though, one of the stomps, he failed his Lookout Sir with his Slaughtermaster, but only did 1 wound. So, but I've still decimated that unit between shooting and magic. It's still scary, but not as scary as it was. Over here, I had charged these Wolf Riders into the combat where my big boss was, and you can see they broke and fled, but my big boss sticks. So my big boss is still there. Now what are all these 6s on the table for? Well, I come in with my Cherry here with the hot Arachnarok on Arachnarok action. I have 5 impact hits. I roll 5 6s to wound that Arachnarok. He's not going to make. I mean, he was only had 4 armor, 4 wounds left. He's not going to make but maybe 1 armor save with the 6. His Arachnarok's going to die before combat even begins. So yeah, we're going to have to find out next time or some other time, where baby Arachnaroks come from. Because his Arachnarok dies to the Wolf Chariot. It's kind of sad when you think about it. But that's going to be the end of my turn here. It's pretty eventful. I got rid of his Arachnarok. And I killed some Saber Tusk with my rock pile. And I decimated that Iron Gut unit. Things are really going my way right now. But I spoke too soon because things are about to get real in this game. He goes from barreling in the bottom of his turn here. Man-eaters and bulls and my regular savage orcs. It's getting serious. So yeah, this is the end of his turn. He's going to decimate my savages. I'm going to kill a good amount of bulls in return. I'm gonna lose though, but I'm gonna be steadfast. I didn't have. I wasn't. I don't think I'm in general's range, but I was in BSB's range, so I'm gonna stick. But yeah, the fight's really coming to it now. There's just gonna be a ton of bloodshed. So my turn four. I'm gonna have some bright ideas here. I'm thinking, well, I needed a 8 to make it to his general's unit with my biggins. Why risk that when I can easily charge the man eaters, break them, and then overrun and clip um, his general's unit? But once I charge in, I wouldn't have made it to the general's unit. I'll be heading straight towards the um, man eaters, and I'd charge my Arachnarok into their flank of them, thinking I'd easily break them first and have my Arachnarok into the flank of his general's unit, and then there'd be a big fight there. So yeah, let's see what happens. So at the end of my turn, and they see things didn't go as well as I hoped. First, I tried the 6 dice. There we go. I really need that because I was expecting to go ahead and go into his guy on another unit, but he dispels it. My shooting, I can only shoot his general's unit. Rocket Lava misfires again. I can't shoot this turn, and I really do nothing. I think the other Rocket Lava just scatters off badly. The Doom Diver, I don't even know what the Doom Diver shot at really, but yeah, this didn't go my way. This big combat in the middle here, it's going to become a draw. Uh, yeah. So now I'm gonna get his general unit into my biggins. The only saving grace is that it's not gonna be a flank charge. The Ragnarok is coming in. It's gonna kill a man eater and do a couple more wounds, but they just come in. They do 4 wounds to my Ragnarok. They win the combat. I managed to stay in, um, not break. He just reforms and he's facing me. So now my Ragnarok's in a lot of trouble. So I thought I had the game won, and now I'm in bad shape. Also, look on the hill. My big boss finally dies. Now, Ogre turn 4. He's going to get an Ogre charge, not just a regular charge, with Ogres into my biggin unit. And he's going to get harmonic convergence off of them. I had to stop the thing where it's going to make me -1 to hit. I couldn't risk that. His hunter is going to, who's got 2 wounds left, is going to charge a wolf chariot. I'm going to flee, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to easily stay on the table. But once I start moving center to center, I go through every single thing and go completely off the table. It's hard to see this picture, but I just this unit stacked up after unit stacked off in that direction, and I wound up completely off the table with that chariot. Uh, and this was just a complete bloodbath. Uh, oh man. All right. My savages get broken. There was like almost maybe like I think there was 2 savages left alive. They break. They get ran down. His bulls are gonna run into my goblin unit. Um, so many man eaters died in the other unit, in the middle one, that the troll and that last man eater are in a separate combat now. I'm gonna kill all his iron guts and his butcher. He's only gonna have his BSB and his slaughtermaster. His slaughtermaster has lost 2 or 3 wounds. Um, yeah, and you can see I lost a ton of savage orcs. I'm gonna stick. I think what do I need? I don't know. I think I'll still steadfast. And I think the troll was on something like 6 or 7 with reroll, so they're both gonna stick. Um, yeah, I'm. It's this is a bloodbath. This is a bloodbath, and I've just got to hold out. Right now, I'm thinking, well, Biggins should be able to take care of his characters over time. So my turn 5. There was a chariot behind that building. It's going to charge into the flank of the man eaters that had killed my Arachnarok, which I forgot to mention. My Arachnarok dies last turn as well. So it's going to go into the flank of the man eaters there. I was hoping the pump back going to make it 2, but it doesn't. I rallied that little wolf riders that was up there. The only thing I have to shoot at was this lone hunter, and I'm managed to kill that hunter that was by itself. So my shooting actually did something. And you can see this is the end of the turn. 6 dice, there we go again, and I get it off. But he still has harmonic convergence, and he had another spell off on his guys too. I can't remember what it was. It might have been a stubborn spell. But he's gonna break my goblins with my shaman down there. They're gonna get away. He's not gonna pursue. He's gonna combat reform to face the rear of my biggin unit. I'm gonna win this combat with my biggin unit versus his slaughtermaster and BSB. His slaughtermaster is down to 1 wound. but he's gonna stick. I think he needed a 5 or 6 word reroll, and he's gonna make it. My chariot's gonna come in, do 5 wounds to his man eaters, but then his man eater is just gonna kill the chariot in return. But at least I wore down that man eater unit a little bit. So there's still a bloodbath going on in the middle of the table. There's not much left on the table, and yeah, now I have to worry about those man eaters coming into my big unit. Uh, and that's what he does. He's able to wheel around the back of his BSB and make it into the front of my biggins. But because of the way he was wheeling, he couldn't maximize his units. He could only get 2 man-eaters in. Um, that's all he really needs now because now I'm in a lot of trouble. And his bulls could come into the rear of my biggins. Yeah. And you can see this is the end of the turn. This is the fruit of his labors. Oh yeah, I want to mention this troll and Slaughtermaster have been having a slap fight. Last turn they didn't wound each other at all. This time they wounded each other once, so it's been a draw both times. And that little combat going on by itself. Now, I'm going to kill 2 of the bulls coming in my rear. Um, I'm not going to be able to kill his Slaughtermaster or his BSB. I'm going to lose again. This time I'm on a 5 with a reroll. He wounded my BSB and my general. I'm on a 5 with a reroll, and I'm going to roll a 3 right off the bat. And I'm going to stick. And that was so close. Now I have my rear charges coming in, and I'm hoping I can turn this around. So my turn 6. The rock pile and the punt wagon are going to charge into the rear. The rock pile's coming to the rear of his man eaters. The punt wagon to the rear of his 2 characters. The goblins are going to fail to rally. They're going to run off the table. I have nothing to shoot at in shooting. And in magic, I tried to 6 dice. Here we go again. He dispels it. Yeah, I had nothing to shoot at. This is the end of the combat. He's going to kill my BSB. My rock pile is going to completely fluff. I'm going to just do I think 2 wounds between impact hits and his regular attacks. The punt wagon is so close to being a hero. I got 8 impact hits, 4 on each character, 0 wounds. So he's ready to start adding up combat results. I think, wait, I got 5 Snotlings. Let's see what they can do. Snotlings tracking his Slaughtermaster has 1 wound left. I get 3 hits needing 5s to hit. I need 6s to wound. What's going to happen? I'm going to roll 3 6s. 3 6s to wound. These Snotlings are going to be heroes. There's going to be parades. They're not going to get eaten for dinner. And he makes all his ward saves. The Snotlings aren't heroes. I lose the combat by 2. I'm going to not be steadfast. Oh no. I don't have a reroll. And I stick. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, I am steadfast. What am I saying? I'm steadfast on the 8 though, with no rerolls. I'm going to stick with my general's unit. I'm going to stick with my rock pile. The start bomb is going to crumble by 2. Oh, but I was so close to killing that Slaughtermaster. And in the Gary Busey versus other guy, the Man Eater fight, they don't wound each other. No, I think they wound each other each once again. So both of them have 2 wounds on them. Oh, we'll go to bottom 6. So bottom says that this is what it looks like. Other than my War Machines and the 2 Wolf Riders that are off the table, this is all I have left, all he has left. He's going to kill my general. I am, though, going to finally do that last wound on his Slaughtermaster. He's going to lose this combat this time. The Man-Eaters have stubborn, I think, so they stick. When the BSB breaks, it dies automatically. Oh, he's going to kill my troll finally. So, he's going to have 2 Man-Eaters lifts on the table. I'll have 6 Biggins, half-wounded pump wagon, more than half-wounded pump wagon, rock pile with a couple wounds on it, 2 Wolf Riders, and my War Machines. This was an absolute bloodbath. We just tons of fighting. That's what you like. It could have gone either way several times with charges and counter charges and almost heroic Snotlings. This was just a real fun game. So when we add this all up, it's going to be a 12-8 victory for the Orcs. This was just a bloodbath. And the way the scoring is going to work here, like I said in the last game, since I have 5/10 of a point better comp than him, I'll get extra 50 bonus points for that in victory points. You get points for half strength if the unit is fleeing, you get half points if you're 25% or less and not fleeing, and half wounds on like characters and monsters and things. You'll get half points. So he's gonna get half points on my Savage Orcs because they're below 25% even though they're not fleeing, and my Punt Wagon because it has 2 wounds. And I'm gonna get half points for his big unit of Man Eaters even though they're not fleeing. But his small unit that has 1 guy left, even though it's down to his last wound, it's still 33% out of the unit, so I don't get points for that. And I have the 2 Wolf Riders out of 5, that's 40%, so he won't get points for that. So this was, like I said, it was a big bloodbath. Um, very, very close game. If I hadn't, I don't know, I probably shouldn't have charged into the B corner on that managed unit and just risked it going at his general unit. Maybe it could have been a much easier result for me. But as it was still a lot of fun. I've got to learn how to use a rock pile. It's hard to use. I want to use it, but it's just the rules for the animosity with it is like the worst animosity rules ever. Being forced to charge if you can charge, and if you can't charge, then you test for animosity. And if you fail animosity, you have to charge a friendly unit. That's just real tough rules. But anyway, I have to try to figure it out. Hope you guys enjoyed these 2 games. I'm hoping to go to the practice tournament they're having in September, and I'll see you guys then. I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to comment or subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.